These are some magnet bars that we use on our long arm quilting machine to hold the fabric in place. And I did a previous video on making these, well, not these specific ones, but ones that I put on there with super glue. These are on actually with epoxy. Now the super glue did just fine. We had, out of like 100 magnets, we had 2 or 3 that popped off later, and I did these with epoxy. And in the other video I showed you how you can make this template to put on there to stick them in place, because you can't just set them on here because they'll snap together. So you have to have something to keep them apart until the super glue dries. And if you're interested in starting with that process, watch my other video, because to do this process you do have to have some that are already made. So you may have to do something like this with some super glue to get you this far. One of the things about these is you want to make sure all the magnets on all the bars go the same way so that they're stackable like that. Okay, so if they're not, then they're not going to be stackable. Using bars that are already created and that are all the same makes it so that you can't mess it up. Now, one thing you have to do when you're doing this process is you need them spread out really good, because once you get the epoxy on these magnets and start trying to glue on another bar, they're lubricated and they'll start pulling toward each other. So keep them spread out like that. Now we're going to flip these all over like that, and then we're going to put our magnets in place. And what they're going to do, the magnets are going to stick to the magnet underneath. So this keeps you from messing them up. It keeps the magnets properly spaced, holds them in place, and makes sure that they have the same orientation, all of them. Alright, so I'm just applying epoxy, just a little drop to each one of these, as you can see. Okay, so as soon as you get all your epoxy on there, I just put a little drop on each one. Then you want to take the new board that you're going to put on there and just turn this upside down on it like that. Get it centered and let it sit for about 20 minutes. Okay, these are some other ones that I already did. They've actually been sitting for a little longer than 30 minutes probably. And then you just pull them apart and you've got 2 identical bars. They just kind of duplicate themselves like that. Okay, just a little process improvement over the last time. Hope this was interesting to you. Thank you for watching.